So I got this new flavor from my local smoke shop, but is it actually good? Let's find out. What's up, world? Doc Ray with Hookah Sesh. Welcome to a brand new episode of Hookah Sesh with Doc Ray. Today I'm going to do a flavor you have probably never heard of. Today we were reviewing Wolfpack by awhile. Alright, you already know how it goes. Let's go make a bowl and let's get this shit started. Alright guys, let's get this bowl packed. I'm doing this new setup now. It's just more easier to do it on this camera. Now Wolfpack is raspberry, blackberry, and ice. And the pack is just pretty straightforward. I'm going to use my Hookah John 80 feet 80 bowl today. I'm going to use my Fumari Poker also. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this bowl packed. The coals are already ready to go. So, pretty simple. I'm just going to do a basic standard pack. Not too intense, not too crazy. Poke it, stuff like that. You know how the gist is. Here's the thing with this flavor. Just like awhile, when you handle it with your fingers, it's going to look like that you cut yourself. But you're fine. Nothing wrong with a little bit of red dye. Now, personally, it's not my favorite red dye, but for this flavor, it doesn't really matter. Beautiful, packed, not semi-dense, but more fluff. Just what I wanted to do. Always be sure to clean up your area after you're finished packing, so you can move on to the next step. Remember, shiny side is always down. This one I want to stretch it. I don't really care if it's wrinkly at all. This is a pretty old thing of tinfoil. I don't like to waste, basically. But I've noticed that if you just run your thumb around the lip, it gives it a more drum tight. Sure, it might show some wrinkles like that, but it's not going to affect the smoke sesh at all because I'm using a Provost. Alright, let's poke some holes, and then we'll get this on the hookah and get it smoking. Nice, aerated. I like to do every single part from the inner to the middle. It just gives a lot better airflow, in my opinion. Let's put this on the hookah and let's see how it is. Alright, so we got the hookah set up. Got the apple on top, Provost. I got the first version on top right now. Portholes completely closed, tilted, with 2 titanium flats. Let's see how she rips. Flavor. Flavor, flavor, flavor. I'm pretty intrigued by different tobacco companies creating something super unique. But somehow no one's ever heard of this before. Awhile Evolution, Wolfpack, Ice Age. Raspberry, blackberry, and ice. I can tell how the blackberry and raspberry really go great together, and then nice ice hit when you inhale it. It's absolutely amazing. Cloud output, really good. This is from the UAE, believe it or not. So if you like awhile, try to upgrade and get yourself some awhile if you can find it somewhere in your local smoke shop. It kind of reminds me of Bond X in the Snow if I were to compare it with a different flavor. But also has a Alchemist Blend Bourbon Barrel Berry type of like hit to it too. Very smooth, fruity as hell, and this thing's a champ right now. Interesting this comes from the UAE because it's basically a Middle Eastern flavor, and I've never heard of awhile, but it is packing a punch. The smoke output is insanely good, and you get that nice ice menthol hit, and when you exhale it's nice and smooth. There's no harshness whatsoever. This is still closed all the way, so it's getting the maximum amount of heat it needs. Cloud freaking city, y'all. Cloud freaking city. And it's really starting to hit your head in a pretty decent and mellow head high, which is what you're looking for something like this. So this kind of tells me that there is a lot of effort put into this flavor. because it almost has that certain high head feel as an alfalfa, which I think is pretty A game right there. Beautiful flavor, amazing head rush, and it just keeps on going and going and going. I can tell this hookah flavor is going to last, just with this head alone, probably a good 2 to 4 hours in my opinion. The hose I'm using for today's sesh is, of course, my tried and true D hose resin in blue. It is probably the best hose I've ever bought, and I definitely recommend you getting this hose because it is top notch. The beautiful mouthpiece, it fits in your mouth like a glove, and it's just really good at pulling what you have on this hookah right here. What can I say? Beautiful flavor, beautiful clouds, nice head high. I give this Shisha flavor a solid 10 out of 10 for me. It is very extraordinarily good. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you like the content I'm going to be putting out, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. And from all my beloved hookah smokers and Shisha lovers, I wish you all a happy smoking, and I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later.